Hello students, welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to discuss about electric field lines. Suppose in space at any point a charge Q is placed, around the charge there is an electric field. How can you know the existence of electric field? By bringing the another charge towards the source charge. If the force is acting on the charge, you can know the electric field is existing. So, without the help of another charge, you cannot realize the electric field around the source charge. But by seeing the charge itself, you have to visualize the electric field. What is the nature of the electric field? In what direction that electric field is acting? How long that electric field is acting? What is the strength of the electric field at different regions in the electric field? For all this, Michael Faraday told, if you draw electric field lines around the charge, that electric field lines gives the visualization of electric field. From that you can know, so at what distance that electric field is acting, what is the direction of electric field is acting, all the things you can know. Suppose a charge Q is placed here, you know that around the charge there is an electric field. How can you know that electric field? You have to bring the another charge here. If your force is acting on this charge, the electric field is existing at that point. So, without the help of this charge, you cannot know the existence of electric field. But if you draw the pictorial representation of electric field, that picture gives the visualization of that electric field. So, by seeing that picture, suppose if you draw the electric field lines like this, means this is the electric field lines. If you put that arrow like this, means from this picture you can know the electric field is acting up to this distance, electric field is acting in this direction, like that you can visualize. For the purpose only, you are going to draw the electric field lines around the charges. So, why we draw the electric field lines around the charges? To visualize the electric field. Electric field lines around the charges is the pictorial representation of the electric field. Okay. Now, we will discuss how that electric field is drawn. To draw the electric field lines, what you have to do? Suppose, take one charge Q. Around the charge, you have to draw the pattern of electric field lines. How can you map the pattern of electric field lines? Means, here you have to place the unit positive charge at all the points. Suppose this charge is positive, so this charge exert the force on this unit positive charge. Because of that force, that unit positive charge moves in a path. If we trace the path in which the unit positive charge moves, that trace or line is the electric field lines. So, in this point, how can you draw the electric lines of forces? Here you have to place the unit positive charge and you have to trace the path in which that unit positive charge moves. So, like that, you can draw the electric lines of forces at all the points surrounding the charges. This is the way to map the electric lines of forces. This is the way to draw the electric lines of forces. Now, we are going to define what is the electric lines of forces. So, what is electric lines of forces? Electric lines of forces is defined as the imaginary straight or the curved line along which the unit positive charge tends to move. This is the electric lines of forces. Why I mentioned here the imaginary straight or curved path? Actually, the electric field lines are not originated from this charge. Electric field lines are not started from this charge. For our convenience only, we are drawing the electric field lines. So, the electric field lines are imaginary one. Another definition for electric field line is a set of continuous lines which gives the visual representation of electric field in any region of space is said to be the electric field line. So, you can write any definition for electric field. What is the first definition? An imaginary straight or curved line along which a unit positive charge tends to move in an electric field, or a set of continuous lines which represent the electric field at any region in the space is said to be the electric lines of forces. Now, we will see how can you draw the pattern of electric lines of forces due to different charges. First, we will take the isolated positive charge. Isolated positive charge means the single positive charge, that positive charge only existing, there is no other positive charge, so it is called as isolated positive charge. If we consider isolated positive charge, how the electric field lines are, how the pattern of electric field lines for this unit positive charge. So, you have to place the unit positive charge at all the points and you have to trace the path in which that unit positive charge moves. If you place the unit positive charge here, this unit positive charge moves in this straight line. Here also it moves in the straight line, moves in the straight line like this at all the points kept at the unit positive charge kept at that points moves in that straight line. When we draw the straight line, this is the electric field lines due to isolated positive charge. Now, you have to mention the direction. How that unit positive charge is moving? Unit positive charge is moving away from this positive charge. So, you have to put that arrow outward like this. How it is acting? It is acting radially. So, the electric field due to positive charge, isolated positive charge is moving radially away from the positive charge. Where it starts? You know that it starts from the positive charge. Where it ends at a point which is at infinite. So, the electric lines of forces originated from the positive charge ends at a point which is at infinite. Next, you have to draw the electric field lines due to isolated negative charge. So, for that, take the isolated negative charge. In the same way, you can draw the electric lines of forces. Here, at all the points, place the unit positive charge. Since this is negative, this negative charge attracts this unit positive charge. So, that unit positive charge moves towards the negative charge in a straight path. So, you have to put that arrow towards the negative charge. So at all the points, you can draw a straight line with the help of that unit positive charge, and you have to put that arrow towards the negative charge. This is the electric lines of force due to negative charges. This electric lines of force started where? It started at the point which is at infinity, and it ends on the negative charges. The electric lines of forces due to the negative charge also acting radially but inwards. Next, you are going to draw the electric field lines due to system of two charges. Here there is no isolated charge. We are having that two charges. First we consider one positive charge, one negative charge. This is said to be dipole. Next we will see the electric field lines due to system having two charges. That is, first we consider the positive charge and that negative charges. This is said to be, this system is said to be electric dipole. So we are going to draw the electric lines to electric dipole. How can you draw the electric field lines? As usual, with the help of that unit positive charge only, we are going to draw the electric field lines. Here you have to place the unit positive charge. This positive charge repels this unit positive charge to some distance. Then this unit positive charge is attracted by the negative charge. So we will have this curve lines like this. Here also you have that one curve. Here you have one curve. Here you can one curve like this. Here this is unit positive charge is repelled like this. Here the unit positive charge is attracted by this. So this curved line starts from the positive charge and ends on the negative charge. You have to put the arrow like this. Here it is repelled. Here you have to put the arrow outside. Here you have to put the arrow inside. This is the pattern of electric field lines due to electric dipole. Next, you have to draw the electric lines of forces to same charges considered here. This is the positive charge. This is another positive charge. How this electric field lines are? Both are positive charges. So it repels the unit positive charge like this. You will get that electric field pattern like this for same charges. Here it is repelled, here also repelled, here also it is repelled. So you have to put that arrow outward like this. This is the pattern of electric field lines due to two positive charges. But in the same way, you have to draw the electric field lines for two negative charges. Negative charges means the only difference is that arrow is deferred. You have to put the arrow towards the negative charge since it is attracted. This is one negative charge. This is another negative charge. Here how it is. Here also repelled. Same pattern like this. Like this only. Here converging. Electric lines of forces are converging. Here also electric lines of forces are converging. But you have to put the arrow like this towards the negative charges. You have to put the arrow. You have to put the arrow like this. This is the electric field lines due to negative charges. Now we will discuss the properties of electric field lines. The first property is the electric field lines starting from the positive charge ends on the negative charge if the system is two charge system. That is for single charge, that is, for isolated charge, the electric lines of forces started from the positive charge and ends at the infinite point. The second property is, if the electric field line is straight line, at all the points on the straight line, the direction of electric field is same. Instead of straight line, the field line is curved. The direction of electric field is different at different points. So, in this point, you have to find what is the direction of electric field. Here, you have to find the direction of electric field. How can you find? From this point, you have to draw the tangent to the lines of forces passing through this point. Here, in this point, to find the direction of electric field, here you have to draw the tangent. So, the second point is the tangent drawn at a point to the electric field lines gives the direction of electric field at that point. The third property, you know that the expression for electric field is, what is that expression for electric field is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square r cap. So you know that E is inversely proportional to square of the distance. If the distance increases, that electric field decreases. So, consider an isolated positive charge and draw the electric field lines from this point charges. The electric field lines are like this. You have to put arrow outside like this. If we consider two regions, here the region A, here the region B, the region A is very closer to positive charge, the B is some distance from the charge. So, the strength of the electric field at A is more than the strength of the electric field at B. So, in the region A, the strength is more. Strength is more means the electric lines are the crowded. Here, suppose this is the region where the electric field is more. How the electric field lines are? Electric field lines are very close to each other. That is, electric field lines are crowded. Suppose this is the region where the electric field strength is less. Here, the electric field lines are separated. That is, they are far apart from each other. Now, the region where the electric lines of forces is more, the region where the strength of the electric field is more. Now, here the strength of the electric field is more, so number of lines is more. Here the strength of the electric field is less, the number of lines of forces passing through that region is less. So, we can relate the magnitude of the electric field and the number of lines. The number of lines increases, the magnitude of the electric field also increases. So, the magnitude of the electric field at any region is directly proportional to number of lines crossing that region. The next property is the electric lines of forces never intersect with each other. The two lines of forces never intersect with each other like this. Here the intersection like this, it won't intersect. If it intersect means at the intersecting point, the two electric field should act in the two different directions simultaneously. It is not possible. Suppose if we place a charge Q at the point of intersection to represent the direction of electric field, that the charge should move along the same, that is, should move along the this line and also should move along this line at simultaneously at the same time. The positive charge kept at that point should move in two different directions. It is not possible. This charge can move only one direction at a time. So the electric lines of forces never intersect with each other. The next property is the number of lines started from the positive charge or the number of lines ends on the negative charge depends upon the magnitude of the charges. If here the charge is Q, here the charge is 2Q, whose magnitude is twice this charge. So here more number of lines are started, here the less number of lines are started. Here this is, if this charge gives only 4 lines means this charge must give that 8 lines like this. You have to put that arrow inside. You know that this is the negative charge. So the number of lines started or the number of lines ends on the charge depends upon the magnitude of the charges. And that fifth property is each unit positive charge gives 1 by epsilon naught lines in space. Suppose this is the unit positive charge kept in space, and this unit positive charge gives how much line? 1 by epsilon naught lines this gives. So a charge Q kept gives how many lines? This gives n equal to Q by epsilon naught lines. And that next property is these electric lines of forces can't able to pass through the conductor. Because of that only inside the conductor there is no electric field. The electric lines of forces can pass through the insulator. That's all, boys. In this session we will discuss what we will discuss. Why you have to draw the electric lines of forces. How can you draw the electric lines of forces due to different charges? Who introduced the electric lines of forces? Why he introduced the electric lines of forces? And the next one is, what is the properties of electric lines of forces? The important question is, as I already told, the two electric lines of forces never intersect. The one question may come from this concept, why two lines of forces intersect. Give the reason. Like that the question will come. So go through this video. After watching that video and go through the book, understand the concept and try to answer for all these questions. Okay, students.